First of all, congratulations. You must be thrilled. Wow, you're the driver's champion. How does it feel? So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you? Wow, we've been hearing rumours of a possible future for you in Formula One. Care to comment? Appreciate your time.
Congratulations, mate. F2 champion.
Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it, because it's the last time it'll ever happen.
Devin, it's okay to be upset. You came very close.
Hey, we know things would have turned out very differently if I didn't get slapped with that ridiculous penalty.
What is it with you and complaining?
Look, somehow you managed to do a lot of things right today. That's great. You needed the win, I didn't. For me, this was always just a stepping stone to F1. Oh, you two. You got your work cut out for you now that I'm gone. See, you're gonna have to prove to everyone it was more than just luck that got you here.
Sure. Winning one race is luck. Winning the championship is talent.
Really? Next time you use that incredible talent to ram into someone and steal all their points, remember they won't be as forgiving as I am. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I gotta run. Yeah, things to sign, important paperwork and all that. I'm sure you understand. Ciao!
So, with this big win, you're going to be getting a lot of interest. All I can say is choose wisely, or else you might end up with someone like Devin as your teammate. Come on, let's go celebrate.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubt is over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat. Excellent choice. From my conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Cox, Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more? Great. Well, that's everything.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:28.4.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Cox, Weber and Lewis Hamilton. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components? You were flying in practice. Do you think you can carry this over to qualifying? Great. Well, that's everything.
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
And with qualifying complete, Let's review our top three today. Bottas, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Cox, Weber, Gasly, Butler and Daniel Ricciardo, Perez, Norris, Romain Grosjean and Kvyat. Albon, Russell, Kimi Raikkonen and Carlos Sainz. Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, we qualified higher than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can do just as well in the race. Start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Yellow flag. Okay, some information on Bottas. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, clear. We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Exit, exit now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Roman is in the pits. Nice work, that brings you up a place. Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being. Verstappen is behind you. Our gap behind is 2.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:28.7. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. With that spot in the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, Crofty, Daniel Ricciardo would have to be my driver of the day. It's less about what he did right, but how little he did wrong. Perfect driving.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation.